use Google account.
Hmm. Just click on Databricks sign in. You give your mail ID. Just do the sign up here. You give your mail ID.
Okay.
Does this is taken for you? Like anything going on? Here it is different for me.
Can we choose India or we need to choose any other country?
You need to choose your location. India only, right? You can choose
Yeah.
India. Yeah. Let me open in Edge. You know how it looks. For me, it is directly taking because I'm having all my mail IDs. There is a possibility for you to share your screen. If it is, then it is fine for me. Once done, let me know.
I got this screen.
You got the screen, Sai?
Yeah,
Yeah. James, are you able to do that? I'll wait for a couple of minutes for James. What about Aditya? You are doing the same, or
Yes, I also got the same.
you also got the screen? Okay. Just wait for a couple of minutes. Then I can walk through you through the screen UI. Okay. So maybe he's on mute, but he's not saying anything. We can go ahead. Okay. So see here, we are having this is a Databricks workspace. In real time also it will look like the same. Okay. It's no like nothing new in that. Actually, this was the Databricks free edition given by the AWS. Before it was not like this. We are having community edition. Community edition is different. This free edition is different. Free edition almost look like normal one. Okay, where you are using your corporate Databricks, it looks like the same. In free edition, some of the things are going to be missed here. Okay, that is one or two things. Remaining everything looks same. If you practice good on this, it is the same in the real time also. Okay, so what I want to tell you is when you click on the new button, see here we are having three three lines, right? Three horizontal lines. If you click like this menu is going to be closed. Okay. And now new. When you click on the new, you are having notebook, query, dashboard, Genie space, job, DLT pipelines, legacy alert, alert, experiment, model, app. Among all these things, we will use notebook. Okay, notebook. And I'll explain now people they don't explain job also. I'll explain with the job also how to create your workflows. Okay, we are having, we can create notebook like this. Okay, if you click on the notebook, it will open like this. Here we need to write our code. And here we can change the notebook name. Suppose I am writing test. Okay. First thing you need to understand. So here you can rename the notebook name and you can give this Databricks supports Python, SQL, Scala, R. These four languages. So 4 languages are supported by the Databricks: Python, SQL, Scala, and R. So among all these things, we will use Python and SQL. Okay, Scala and R. R is very old language. Nobody is using now, but they kept R because most of the projects in olden days, very big projects, those who are handling very large volumes of data, at that point, they have developed code in R in the starting stage. So if they want to migrate to Databricks, then for them it will become tough. Why? Because they need to convert from R to any other different language. That's why they kept R language here, so they can directly dump their code here and they can change it to SQL or Python. Okay, this is what we are using. We are learning PySpark. Okay. PySpark. So what is PySpark? PySpark is nothing but Python plus SQL. So in Python also, we are having core Python. Why I'm teaching this is why I have introduced this now, because we are having almost 1 week session uh, to understand the basic concepts of warehouse, and we need to understand what are the fact tables, dimension tables, all these things. Why now only I have given this how to open the cloud and all. So there is one thing we need to import. Just I'll show you with my Databricks login, normal login. Just using this. I'll share this with you. Okay. So I will share this with you. I'm going to my workspace. So this Python basics tutorial, I'll share it with you. I'll share this with Shanmukh and you can get it from him. So if you understand this Python basics tutorial, then it will be easy for you to understand the Python. The only core Python concepts I have given here. You can see if I open my Python first class, you can see here, these are the variables. Everything is explained there. If you really get time and if you are able to work on this, I'll share it with you today only. Okay. You just open your Databricks Community Edition and load this file into that. I'll show you. I'll tell you how to open and all. So now everything is explained here. You can use it and you can learn it. Still, if you have any doubts, let me know. Then I'll explain you in the next class, because in that class I have prepared for something and that I need to give it. So like this, you can practice. So this is complete core Python. So all these concepts, I'll share it with you. This Python basics PDF is there, and Python basics tutorials. These two things you can practice it, and I'll give you one link where everything is explained over there by another tutor, but that is very clear. If you have time, you can go through that Python concepts, and you become familiar with these concepts when we are working with PySpark. Okay, I'll share that file with you. Is it okay here, or how? I can share it with Shanmugh. But you need to practice in this. If you want to clear any interview, okay, tutorial 11 and 12 is sorry 12, 13, 14 is very important. So if you know this 12, 13, 14, okay, you can easily crack any interview if you know this type of questions. This is about lists. If you want, I'll take 2 to 3 classes and I'll briefly explain about all this. Anything is fine for me. Let me know. 13, 14. Yes. These examples are very important. How to get number of integers, floats, strings in the present list. This kind of coding is very important. So I have added everything here. Okay. So you can go through this and you can practice it well. If you actually, what I want to say is, if you are very familiar with this Python coding and SQL coding, you will get very good package, because how you perform in your interview, that is very important. So you will get good coding. If you are having good coding knowledge, you will get good package over there. So coding knowledge is very important. Sai, is that fine?
Yeah.
Like you can go through these things and you can practice it by your own, or how it would be? You only told, right? I'm
Yeah,
not familiar with
I
it.
can.
You can
I
write.
will go through it.
Hmm.
Maybe if we explain minimum 13, 14, 15,
Hmm.
it will be.
Fibonacci series and all, like it is not which you can see. I'll explain if you want, but basics are there. Just go through the basics first. If you know that, then okay. Or else I need to take different session for this, because only Python it will take 30 to 45 days class. So if you are interested in that,
Okay.
I can take it for you. But okay, I'll learn it by my own, and I'm having some doubts and I'll ask you, like that is fine for me. Anything is fine. You just talk with Shanmugh for that, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So I'll share this with him. He will share by today EOD. You people practice all these things, okay? And we are having almost 10 days to go into the deep. So in this 10 days, you will get familiar with this basic concepts, okay? So this is core Python basics, and SQL also, it's very easy. It's not that tough. We are using for querying only. Now I'll walk through you this portal. So this kind of language. So here, whenever you are writing Python or SQL or Scala, you are having here, right? Python. You can select here also Python, or you can change it to any language, whatever you want. Suppose I'm having already Python. I want to change this to SQL. I can select here, or I can do the percentage. Suppose I percentage Scala. So then it is all automatically change it to Scala. Have you seen this? Suppose I have given SQL. See, the cell automatically change it to SQL. And before it was not like this, but now it is Databricks is integrated with AI. So for you, it became very easy to write the code. Previously, it was not like that. Even if you fail something, you need to break your head to do all these things. But now it is very easy. Suppose if I have written some code like this, see, some see here you are having generate code with assistant control plus I, right? I'm just clicking on this. I'm asking this AI, this nobody will teach you, okay? This I got by experience. You need to be very cautious when I'm teaching something. These tricks will help you in your work, okay? So you try to understand this thing. I just giving create a table test. So let's check whether it will create or not. See here, it has given some suggestion to you, right? Spark.sql create table test ID int name string value double. How it is giving? It is by just by AI. You don't depend on that, but when you are working something and you got error, you are not able to resolve that error, then you can use this AI. Okay, if I accept this, it will create. Why it became spark.sql? Because this is in Python code. So now it is converting this into PySpark. So PySpark is nothing but SQL plus Python. So that's why it is converting Spark. Spark is an engine. I'll explain about Spark. Spark dot SQL, and it is creating the table. If I select this as SQL statement, okay, now just try to run this. It will definitely throw you the error. Okay, I'm just trying to run. So will this run? Yes. So here is an advantage for you. You just trying to connect it to serverless. It is connecting now, but in community edition, it was not like that. You need to create one cluster, then only it is going to be connected. So I'm having this one. Okay. I'm just going to general compute, SQL warehouse. We are having this many. General compute is for serverless for anything we are using. Only for SQL warehouse, you will use this cluster. Cluster is nothing but a compute. What is compute? Before we have discussed that. Compute is nothing but processor plus
Memory, network.
plus network. Very good. So this is what we are having the compute here. Okay, I'm starting and attaching. So it's already attached. It gave the error. Why? See here. It is in Python code. It has given in Python. It has taken as PySpark code. That's why it's giving spark.sql. But in general SQL, what we need to write? We need to write just create table. Let's try. While running the code, you can run by giving shift enter. Okay. Or there is, see, this is to run the cell. Shift enter, control enter, both will work. So now the table is created. Okay, just check that whether the table is created. Select star from. Whenever I have written select C, it has automatically taken to percentage SQL. I have not given anything. So it was understanding. So these people are writing in SQL. Select star from. I'm just querying the table test. Just run this. I have not given any data. See, you got the table structure because we have not entered any values in that. So if you want to enter the values, we need to write the SQL statement that is insert into when you need to give the values. we will discuss this coding part, but what I want to show you is when you are working on the Python path, you need to know minimum basics, how to run the program, how to see the results and all. That's why I'm just explaining. That's why I'm just explaining you how to deal this UI. Okay, this is a user interface where you are working. And this automatic, when you write the select statement, it will automatically move to percentage SQL. You must remember in which programming language you are writing. Okay. Now we need to understand what is workspace. So we have seen here, right? Notebook. As of now, notebook is sufficient for you. So we will go through the job in the once after developing all the notebooks. We can, what is job? Job is nothing but it is like you are creating one workflow for that. Okay. So it would be like this. We will go deep dive, but just I'm showing you the things. Don't worry. So we can add everything here. We can add our notebook, and we can add multiple types here. We can add notebook, pipelines, SQL query, okay, dashboards, if else conditions for each, to clean the notebook, okay, to connect the Power BI. We can do many things here. Most of the cases we will use notebook only. DBTs and all, it depends on the client what they were taking. But if you are familiar with one kind of thing, you can do anything in the Databricks. So Databricks is now very important, and everybody is looking at the Databricks developers. Okay, so be concentrate on this. If you are really working along with me for this whole 1.5 month, you will get the job by the second month ending. It is like that. Outside, the requirement is like that, especially for 4 to 5 years people. They were very eagerly looking for the Databricks developers, PySpark developers. So it is a very good course. Be concentrated. So this is the workspace. Recents, you will get whatever you done that in the recents. This is a catalog. Catalog is nothing but where you are having all your things at one place. Okay. Catalog is a place where you can get all the things, whatever you done. Okay. You suppose if you are having tables, notebooks, everything you can see here. This is your workspace. I'll show you here. So cluster is not connected. If cluster is not connected, catalog won't show anything. Okay. So under that cluster, whatever you are having, that can be shown here. Okay. For that, I am connecting one compute. See here in the old community edition, you are having create compute. Okay. Now in the Databricks, free Databricks, you are not having that. I'm just creating compute. In the compute, you can see that once compute is on, you can see how many notebooks are there, what are the libraries, what are the driver logs you are having. Everything will be shown up here. Okay. Until and unless compute is started, cluster is started, you can't access the catalog. Jobs only. Workflows is nothing but jobs. Meanwhile, let me go here. It will take 2 minutes to start. So this is a catalog. You can see here your things in the catalog. Suppose if you are having more tables in that, or you are having okay different databases and all, you can see here. But these are all not us. It is system generated already. access AI billing. It is, they have given you some sample workspaces, some sample databases to work on it. Okay, it is not created by us. They have the AWS, they have given you Databricks. Some, let me see this account prices. This was very like advantage thing, because previously, even before 1 month also, it is not there. Just they have created, we are able to see all these things. Okay. So without an active SQL warehouse or cluster. So what we need to do, we need to create the cluster also here. What we are having, we are having serverless warehouse, right? They were asking for SQL warehouse. And for this we need to start. Starting. This will come by practice. Okay, by looking into this, it will looks like this. But if you are keep on working on this, you will get. So accounting prices, it is given by them. Let us see what is the sample data. No data available. And you can see here the details. What is the storage location, when it is created, and created by whom, updated by whom, table ID. You can see the permissions also, what kind of permissions you are having for this. Okay. Lineage insights, we can see it later. Any data we are having, then it would be easy. See here. Um, if you are looking like this kind of schema content, this is nothing but a database. Whenever you are looking this kind of thing, this schema, that is a database. So here in Databricks, you call that as schema. Okay, don't call it as database. So schema is which schema you are working. People will ask you like that. And okay, in which environment you are working. Any project you are having, three kinds of environments. One is dev, QA, and prod. So you will have like this, and in this you are having your tables, notebooks, whatever you are having, everything would be under that. And suppose if you are working on the dev, then in under the dev you will have all those notebooks, tables, entire work of you. Okay. So I'm just opening catalog privileges. So in this, if you can see the overview, okay, in the overview you are able to see column type comment. So this is a table. So you are looking into a catalog privileges table. So in this table, you are having these columns and this thing. So you can see here about the table, who is the owner of this table. Actually, in general, when you are working, you don't have access to change the owner. Okay. You don't have access to change the owner. Only admins, they will have the access, they will change it. And data source is the Unity catalog. It is under the Unity catalog. What is Unity catalog? We'll go through that later. And this is a sample data. Whenever you open a table, you can check the data here, how the data types for the particular columns and what they have taken, everything you can see here. See, if you are looking ABC, that is nothing but string. If you are having 1, 2, 3, that is nothing but integer. Okay. So float for that, you will have float kind of structure here. So if you are looking ABC, that is nothing but a string. This is very small things, but be cautious. So you can see here and you can check what kind of data type it is. What is the data? You can go to the details of the table. What is a table? This is an external table. and created at June 19th. Today only we have created and updated on to the same date and table ID. So you can check the permissions. All account users, only select permission you are having. You are having privilege, only select. Means you can only query the table. You can't change anything in the table. So if you are seeing the privilege, only select means you can query the table. You can't change anything in the table. So that is a privilege, means that is a permission to you to do that. Okay. This is the history of the table. You can check the history of the table. If you check lineage, what it will show you is where it is connected. You will see in this lineage part where it is connected. Okay. These are the insights in quality. This is all about how to check into the catalog and how to, so mainly what you will see is you will overview a table, you will check the sample data of the table, you can see the details also, and you can check your permissions and history, what happened to this table previously, somebody changed the anything in the table, or whatever changes made by into the table, it will come here. This is about catalog. And workflows are we need to create the jobs, then only you can see that workflows. We can create it, but now we are not having any kind of notebooks. That's why I'm stopping this. We can create this and we can work on this. And this is a compute part. Compute is nothing but cluster. We have already discussed. So this is cluster part look like this. And we don't go to marketplace anyway. Next, SQL editor. This is very important. So previously we have tried to write. I'll go to the results. Try to write in the notebook. This is notebook, right? We have created the notebook here. This is notebook. But I don't want any notebook to run some queries. I'm having my tables in catalog. I just want to run those things. So I'm having test here, right? Okay. I'll go to the SQL editor. So in the SQL editor, you only have access to the SQL only. You can only query with SQL. Okay. I don't know whether it will come here or not, but I'm doing shift enter. See, this is only part where you can write the SQL. SQL queries, if you want to write and if you want to test, you can use the SQL editor in Databricks. And people may get confused. SQL editor, SQL is nothing but SSMS, right? So in earlier days, if you say something, then they will go to SSMS and they try to do. No. In Databricks, it is there. It is SQL editor. And nowhere it is connected with SSMS, right? Databricks. So everything you be cautious while you're writing. And this is the queries. Suppose if you have saved some queries, you create some queries and you can save it here. Whenever you require, you can open it. And dashboards, we are not able to use now, but even Databricks, we can create the dashboards. That I'll show you how to create. Genie, I have already told you, it is like an AI where you can give and it will create some, ask questions about your data in natural language. Then it will give you the answers. Right? Alerts you will get, query history. Any queries you've done, that query history, you will get it here. Today we have run this many queries. We have created table, selected, we queried the table, we described the table. Then I have clicked on the information schema and all, right? Because that's why it came like this. And this is. By default, in SQL editor, if you are typing select a star from any table, it will give you first 1000 records only. That's why it is giving limit 1000. But even if you have not mentioned anything, if you are trying to query in SQL editor, you will get only first 1000 records. But you can increase this limit by giving SQL warehouses. This is about the compute. Again, you can check what are the job runs, data ingestion, anything you want to add any data or something, you can add here. You can upload files. This is not, we are not working on Amazon, but you can create a table in Amazon S3 and create or modify the table. You are having all this. See, OneDrive, Google Drive, Jira, GitHub, Fivetron connectors. You can connect this to all these things to Databricks. Databricks will support all these things. OneDrive, Google Drive, Jira, GitHub, webhooks. Okay. Suppose if you want to send an email through notebook also, that is possible because we are having all these things. Kafka, Azure MySQL, Azure PostgreSQL database, Azure SQL databases, everything. We can connect all these things to the Databricks, even Facebook, Google Play Store. It will support this many apps. SharePoint. But for SharePoint, we have used Power Automate to connect to Databricks through the notebooks. So in between, you need to use Fivetron to use the Databricks connection. This is all about your Databricks workspace and environment. Any queries? I'll share you that, and suppose if you want to just click on, see here, I'm having my mail ID where I'm having workspace. You can go to the users, I'm having my mail ID. Do right click on this, just import. Okay, import, and now I'm sharing a file with you, right? How to open that file here, I'm just showing. Just going to downloads. See here, where is that Python? See, DBC file is there. See, this DBC file will be upload here. I'm just opening it. You got here Python basics tutorials DBC. Import it. So if you import like this, you can see here. You open your mail ID. You are having the Python basics tutorial. You can open it. Okay. This is the way how you can do it. You just go to your workspace. Under workspace, go to users. You only have yours only. Just click on that. Just do the right click here on your mail ID. Just do the right click. Just import it. Right click, import. Any queries?
Divya, that toggle assistant AI is there, right? Whether it is there for every, I mean, even for the real work also.
Even for the
Real time work, like
yeah,
some banks,
yeah, you will
they will
have
disable, right?
yes. No. It's not possible to them to disable. Why?
Okay.
Because let me open test, right? This is our notebook. So this is very important for everybody. Actually, what happened? This I just wrote one line here, but in our real time things, we used to write big queries and all. So what we'll do is we will run this. Suppose if I'm create table test one, right? I'm just giving test one, deliberately making some mistake. Okay, I'm trying to run this. Even if you are working on Databricks, Sai, you can go and check your.
Yeah,
So
Divya.
yeah,
Like, why I asked was,
uh,
like in my project itself, they disabled for some months. It is not active. So recently
this
they
one.
activated. Yeah. So that's why I asked even like different project. If we go to another project,
No.
like if we
Because
don't
see,
have like
people,
how we
it's
can
not like that. It's not
do
like
that.
that.
So
People
that's
generally
why.
what they will see, they what they'll think, okay, they need output. Okay, they don't want to
Yeah.
harass employees. Maybe in
Okay.
your, I don't know, in your organization, but anywhere you can have this
Okay.
because it is an added advantage with Databricks. Why they will disable it?
Okay.
Maybe for them it is not activated. Now it got activated. Nobody will. Is there any possible to disable this? Let me try to. So wait, we got this error, right?
Yeah.
So this is one line. That's fine, but I'm not able to find it. What I'll do is I just diagnose error because of this assistant. Okay, just
Okay.
diagnosing error. Simply, it is like one kind of chat GPT.
Yeah.
It will tell you. It will tell you where is the error exactly. See, you have a typo in your SQL code. The keyword table is misspelled as table. Here is the corrected SQL code. Now, what I want to do is I'm just running the cell here. Here it's yeah, it got succeeded. No error. So I'm just copying this code. Hmm. Here I have ran the code. So you got the error here because it is already created here. Why I have showed it to you is people will think this part is different, this part is different. If you ran here, it will came there. Okay, that's why you copy here and store. And you can see this button. If you click on this, it will show the difference. What is the difference I made? What is the wrong? No, it's there. If you are not able to check, you can do the diagnose error. So it is already existing. So create table if not exists, then only it will don't throw any exception. It is giving like this. Okay. So it will be useful for you even when you are writing very big codes. This toggle assistant is very useful. And maximum they don't disable it, but if they disable, we are having ChatGPT, right? We
Yeah.
can copy this. I'll show you that also. I'm copying this error. It will give you. But on why I'm showing all these things is nobody will be there for you to assist if you are really working me in the middle of your work. Suppose you are practicing whatever I taught to you. Maybe I'm not available. So you can do this by your own like this. This is not wrong. Okay? Don't worry for that. There is Databricks is a very vast thing. So it is a very large concepts are there. So even if you miss out something, you can use this kind of AI and all. That's it. Any doubts? James, you are very quiet. Why? You have you opened your? Is there? Have you opened your?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
playing around with it, and if I have any questions, I'll just write them down, and I'll let you know.
he's playing. See. Okay. Okay. What? Yeah. Thank you. Any doubts you can ask.
I will. Thank you.
Sai, is that fine?
Yeah, Divya. Right.
Aditya, see you.
Yes, ma'am, it's fine. I have no doubts. Just want to know from where I can access those Python files.
Yeah, I'll share it with Shanmuk. He will share with you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, I can share here also, but it will go off right when we off this meeting. That's why I'll share it with him. Yeah.
Okay, no issue with it.
Yeah, that was actually gonna be my question. So, all right, thank you.
Okay, you want here? That's fine. I'll share it with you. He will send you through WhatsApp. Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.